What's going on, everybody? It's Alex Driskell from Sweet Georgia Sports, and today we're coming at you with a top 10 prospects who are hitters list. The pitchers and the top 10 overall will come later on down the road. I would like to forewarn everybody, though, before we get started, that Dansby Swanson will not make this list because, yeah, he has his rookie status, but he did enough in my mind when he got his call-up this past year to solidify himself as an everyday Major League Baseball starter instead of a prospect. But without further ado, let's get right into the list. Coming in at number 10 is a guy that hasn't even played a game yet. That guy's name is Kevin Maitan. The Braves signed Kevin Maitan this past summer when we signed him as the number 1 overall international prospect. He was 16 when we signed him. He's 17 now. He stands in at 6'1", 6'2", and weighs about a $180, a $185. So he is massive for his age. Scouts and GMs have noted that he has all 5 tools that can make you a potential Major League superstar. He can hit for power, he has great speed, he has a great glove, and he can throw the ball really well. Scouts have also compared him to Miguel Cabrera and to Chipper Jones, and I really like the Chipper Jones comparison because Maitan is also a switch hitter, and he's starting out at shortstop. We all know Chipper was a switch hitter, and he started out at shortstop as well, and he moved to third, which scouts have said that Kevin Maitan shouldn't have a problem with. So coming in at number 10, again, is Kevin Maitan just because of hype alone. So let's move forward. Coming in at number 9 is Alex Jackson. The Braves acquired Alex Jackson this past offseason when we traded right-handed pitchers Rob Whalen and Max Posey to the Seattle Mariners for Jackson. He batted .243, so that's okay, but the main thing was he had a lot of strikeout and plate discipline issues. But he had great power from the right side of the box. At best, he'll probably be a poor man's Justin Upton. Coming in at number 8 is a guy named Christian Pache, and I hope I'm pronouncing that last name right. Pache is 18 years old and he plays the outfield. He had a solid professional debut this year with the Braves rookie team, the Danville Braves. He batted .309 this year, which is a great number for an 18-year-old kid making his professional debut. If he keeps these type of numbers up, expect him to be on the rise of the ranks in this already stacked Braves farm system. Coming in at number 7 is Braxton Davidson. Braxton Davidson is an outfielder. This past season, he batted .224, which isn't so great, but he did prove that he can hit for some good power and he can get on base. Though his average was low, he's not known as a player that will hit for average. Expect Davidson to start his progression up from the farm system and maybe even earning that big league call-up in either 2019 or 2020. Coming in at number 6 is a guy that made his Major League debut this year, and that's Rio Ruiz. He can play third base and outfield, and he came over when we traded Evan Gattis to the Astros, not only for Ruiz himself, but also for current Brave Mike Fulton Evans. He started off in AAA and put up some very solid numbers that were good enough to gain a call-up when the MLB rosters were expanded from 25 to 40. It looks like Rio and Adonis Garcia are destined to battle for the third base job for the next couple of seasons. Coming in at number 5 is Austin Riley. Austin Riley is a 19-year-old third baseman and outfielder. He came in with all of us knowing about his power, and he by far exceeded his expectations by becoming the main run producer for the Rome Braves, who were also named Baseball America's Minor League Team of the Year, which is a very big accomplishment. So coming up with this next season, he'll probably start out in AA with the Mississippi Braves, and who knows, maybe he'll progress enough to make his Major League debut in 2009 or 2020. Coming in at number 4 is Travis Demerit. Travis Demerit is a second baseman and shortstop. He came over from the Rangers in mid to late July to fill out the middle infield that was already stacked with Dansby, Ozzie, Lucas Dykstra, and Anthony Seymour. He didn't disappoint as he put up some solid numbers and played some outstanding defense. The only issue with him is that his K rate, which is his strikeout rate, has hovered around the 25 to 30% his whole career. If he keeps improving, see Demerit as a better and faster Dan Uggla. Coming in at number 3 is Dustin Peterson. Dustin Peterson is an outfielder. He had quite the year in Double-A with the Mississippi Braves as he posted some solid numbers this year. He batted .282, which isn't a bad number at all, and he got on base really, really well. If he keeps posting these numbers, he could earn a call-up this year when September 1st rolls around, when we're able to expand rosters from 25 to 40 players. And he could add even more depth to an already impressive outfield in Atlanta. Coming in at number 2 is a guy named Ronald Acuna. Ronald Acuna plays outfield, and he's 18. And he started out with the Rookie Ball Braves, which are in Rome, Georgia. He had an amazing debut season. He batted .312, and his on-base percentage was .392. Again, that is a great debut season for a kid that's making his debut at the professional level, and he's only 18. If he can consistently put up these numbers and make it to the big league club, he can really, really draw an Andrew Jones comparison, but with a little less power. Now it's time for some honorable mention guys before we get to the number 1 guy. Honorable mention goes to Darian Cruz, Brett Cumberland, who's a catcher and first baseman and third baseman. He can move around really well. And Lucas Herbert, who is also a catcher. So coming in at number 1, was there really any doubt when Dansby was said that he wasn't going to be on this list? It's Ozzie Albies. Ozzie Albies had a .292 average, a .358 on-base percentage, a .778 OPS, which is on-base plus slugging, a .346 WOBA, which stands for weighted on-base average. It weights how much a single, how much a double, how much a triple, and how much a home run is, and it compiles it all down to one number. And his isolated power index was 125. Isolated power index, or ISO, tells you how well he can hit for extra bases and home runs. And 126 is a pretty good number. It could be higher, but Ozzie isn't known for his power. He had a fantastic year where he saw time in both Double-A and Triple-A. He finished the year in Double-A, where he won the Southern League batting title. His defense was on point as well. Many have compared him to Braves great Rafael Furcal. While that comparison is very fair indeed, I see Ozzie as either another Rafael Furcal with a little more pop in his bat. So that's it for this top 10 list. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment if you like, and we're also on Twitter and Instagram at Sweet Georgia Sports. Thanks for listening, chop on, and God bless.